The market trades in a range and gets nothing accomplished as we look to see how Wave 4 is going to end. This is Invest with Jacob. Okay guys, so in yesterday's video I said we were looking for a bounce, and that bounce would help us determine how Wave 4 was going to end. Instead, we got basically a tiny bounce and then a range trading day where the market closed basically flat for the day. However, during that time, as I was looking at the charts, I did see another possible scenario for how Wave 4 could end. And in fact, it might just be our primary scenario. Now, I'll get into that in just one second. But first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP 500. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. Okay, guys, so as I was looking at the chart today, because it was a pretty boring day, we traded basically in a pretty tight range, I was noticing a pattern playing out that I kind of brought out earlier last week and then kind of pushed to the back burner when we started having bullish potential. And then I realized it's kind of right in front of my face. So let's jump into the charts to take a look at what I saw. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1 hour futures chart. And as we talked about last week, we had this bullish potential happening where we were trying to make 5 waves up, but that failed. Then we started to pull back in what we considered wave C, okay, a 4, which we thought would take us down to 4270. But I also remembered that last week I talked about the fact that this could be an expanded A wave of a bigger B wave. So we have A down here, and then you would have A, B, C up. And this potential makes a lot of sense. We talked about it last week as being the secondary option. If this wasn't going to be a wave 1, then we expected it to be a larger A wave of the B wave. And then we got 5 down, and it started to make us feel like C was in effect, and then the move down was very C wave-like. However, we only got 3 down, and now we're doing this choppy formation that's starting to rise here in the overnights, and if it takes out 4375 and continues to move up, I think the most primary scenario is going to be a larger A of B of B down that we just experienced, and then C of B to make a larger B wave. So our B wave would move over here, okay, up toward the 4215 on the ES region. Now, there are 2 reasons this makes a lot of sense. First of all, if you do the math on it, and typically in corrections, the C wave, okay, which this would be C of B, the C wave equals the A wave in length. All right, so that would put us at the 4515 area. And then we would be starting C down of 4 from there. Now, same scenario here, the C wave down should equal this A wave down right here. All right, well, this was 256 points, I believe. And if you take 256 points off of here, it puts us right in the 4260 region, which is exactly where we thought we would be for our wave C. So this makes a lot of sense in the fact that we had a large A wave, you would expect a larger B wave, and then a C wave down from there. The reason I favor this is, one, the other scenario we talked about yesterday was an ending diagonal, and ending diagonals just aren't reliable. It was why I really didn't like that scenario yesterday, but I was trying to put together the 3-wave move down and give it a count, but it didn't really fit the picture as well as this ABC does. So my expectation right now is twofold, with the possibility of the ending diagonal being as a back burner thing. So the first scenario is we don't break out here, we rip the band-aid off, and this is C down, and we get our 5th wave down to complete the movement and wrap up the 4th wave in that way. The second scenario is this continues to move up and does not take out this low, okay, right here. If it doesn't take out this low and continues to move up, I think that we're actually looking at a B wave rally up to this point, okay, this 4515 area, and then C down to the 4270 area, which should take us into probably late next week at the earliest. The other reason I favor this scenario and the move up from here is the MACD. If you remember last week, we talked about this rally here, okay, and other rallies in the past. When the MACD hits minus 20, that's strong support for a rally. And it hit minus 20 on this pullback here, okay? We hit that minus 20 area, and we haven't got much of a rally out of there yet. So with this MACD down, I kind of still expect some sort of rally up into this direction, which heavily favors that B wave alternative. So as I said, this is probably going to be my primary count, where this is a larger B wave. So we have A, B, C up, and then we have the C wave down towards 4270. So with the wave counts and with the fibs we have and the A equals C math, it all lines up pretty well for us to be counting this as A, B, C, up in B, and then down in C. The invalidation, of course, is if we break this low right here and we have the move down in 5 to complete C wave in a rip your band-aid off kind of way. All right, guys, so that's really what we're watching, is how this rally that's happening right now in the overnights, it's up about 20 points, so it hasn't taken out this high. But if it takes out this high, it's very likely we're headed higher in either the B wave or, as a last resort, the ending diagonal. As I told you, I don't like ending diagonals because they're not reliable, so my primary count is A, B, C, up at that point. Guys, if you like the information that I put out in this video and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to get in my Facebook group. There's a link down in the description, okay? Go ahead and click that link. It'll take you over to Facebook and get you to my Facebook group. You need to get approved to get in my Facebook group, but the only thing I ask, guys, is that you subscribe to this YouTube channel. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Come on over to Facebook. All right, once you get approved and in here, hit this announcements tab right here in the middle, okay? You'll scroll down. You'll see our documented trades. You can see how we've been trading since the channel started. And you scroll down just a little bit further and you'll see a link to my Slack channel. Slack is just a free chat channel. I am on there all day during market hours giving real-time market updates. I give you all of our buy alerts, our sell alerts, including our entry and exit prices, our targets and stops, all of those things. I answer all of your questions, as well as there's a very talented group of traders in there from the very beginner all the way up to the very expert that you can bounce ideas off of and ask questions to and come up with trading ideas. It's a very awesome group to be in, so come on over and let's make some money together. Okay, guys, so key takeaways for today. We are basically watching to see how this move overnight plays out. Currently, it's up about 20 points. They've got a rally going on here that they're trying to push. If they're able to take out this high right here at 43.7775 and push higher, then it's very likely we are in this B wave up, looking for C down. The B wave target is 45.15 on the futures chart, and then we would get C down from that region there. If they are not able to break out of this zone right here over 44.77 and they do break down below this low, then we are looking for more of a rip your band-aid off kind of finish here down to the 42.70 level to complete wave 5 down. All right, guys, that is the market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.